Think to yourself for a moment. Have you been constantly lacking motivation, feeling an overwhelming amount of self-doubt, or getting very easily annoyed at people around you? If you answer yes, then you may be suffering from the effects of burnout. Burnout can be expressed by people in many different ways, but according to Minnesota University, mental symptoms can include things such as feeling alone, feeling a constant sense of failure, or just not feeling good about your life overall. As a student, burnout has always been a fear of mine for my academic future. So even if you're not experiencing it, I can guarantee that someone around you is. I'm here today to tell you about 3 effective things that you can do to deal with burnout. My first is to talk to the people around you. My second is to see a therapist, and my third is to get better at self-care. Okay, to start us off, let's look at my first solution, which is talking to the people around you. I talked to my sister, who is a college student, and she says that it feels calming to know that the students around her are most of the time going through the same stress that she is. She says that it feels relieving to get things off of her chest and to relate to the others around her. According to an article I read on Healthline, it says that it's beneficial to talk to the people around you because they know a bit about your life, so they can provide some knowledge that works best for you, but also provide some outside knowledge with the experiences that they had in their life. Another article I read on Healthline, Dr. Torres Mackey says that knowing that a parent is there for you can be a lot for your emotional needs. So if you're a parent who has a kid who is a student and you notice that they're going through a stressful or hard time, just let them know that you're there for them, because it can mean a lot to them, and know that they have someone to talk to. Keeping this information in mind, let's move on to my next point, which is going to see a therapist. Going to see a therapist can be helpful because they are there to listen to you, and it can be comforting to know that someone has your full attention. They not only just listen to you, but they help you find effective solutions to your problems. They also provide some unbiased advice because they don't know the people in your life personally. So let's say that you're having a stressful time with a class and the teacher is really bugging you. They don't know the teacher personally, so their advice to you won't be affected by their opinions on that person. Whereas if you're talking to a student, it might. So seeing a therapist can be beneficial in different ways than it is talking to the people around you. Now on to my final point, which is getting better at self-care. Getting better at self-care can include a lot of things, just anything that makes you feel better physically. This can include things such as meditation, yoga, and breathing exercises. These all help relieve stress. Another thing is getting better sleep at night. Getting better sleep at night is good for your mental and physical health, and it helps you think more rationally, and it can just put you in a better mood. Another thing that is included in self-care is to find a new hobby. Finding a new hobby can bring a new happiness into your life, which can help you take your mind off things if you're going through a stressful time. My last thing for self-care is to stop overworking yourself. If you're handed a task and you already have a lot on your plate and you're going through a stressful and hard time, then you have to learn when to say no and to put yourself first. Now let's briefly recap my speech. Talking to the people around you is good for you because you may find someone who can relate to you, and that can be comforting. Another thing is talking to a therapist, because maybe you're more comfortable sharing things with them than you are with someone around you, and vice versa with feeling more comfortable with talking to the people around you than you are with a complete stranger. And my last thing is to get better at self-care. Just learn when to put yourself first, do things that make you feel better physically, and learn when to say no when things are too stressful or hard. Hopefully you can take what I've told you today and apply it in your life in some way. Thank you.